What's up, guys? This is Sam from Tormentor Gaming, and I'm here with my boy Mitchell Mayhouse. What do you have for us today, Mitchell?
I got you True King Dinos.
True King Dinos? All right, let's check out the profile, man.
Well, I mean, obviously you have 3 Oviraptor, 3 Miscellaneous, 3 Bear, 3 Baby, and the 1 Pterodon. I've been very iffy on playing this at 1 or 2 because I'm trying to obviously start off with this my first turn.
Right.
But like, the problem with this deck is it does brick a lot, but if it doesn't brick, there's no chance in hell you're gonna lose. Not a chance in hell. Because basically, if you can resolve this, you know what you're playing against. You know the ins and outs of the other deck most likely. It's just very, don't want to say easy, but it's easy to get through. And then obviously you have the 2. I play 2. I love playing this at 2.
You don't think it's too bricky?
I mean, like I said, this deck can brick, but there's a lot of times that I'll have this and I'll want to send this because I need my evolution pill. And then people don't expect the second one. So then I just shuffle everything back, and then they're like, oh, you play 2. And I'm like, yeah, you don't?
Yeah, with Miss back at 3, it actually is okay to play 2 because you'll have 5 banished.
Indeed. And obviously, the one of this had to go to 1. Like, it had to. It was just too much interruption, too much of a lot of things. It being Earth on top of that is also really good for Lithogasm.
Well, I mean, Oviraptor can bring that card back, too. That's one good thing about Dinos.
That's another good thing is you can... if you're playing a Dino Mirror, you can target their Dino and summon this from your graveyard.
Right.
And obviously the 1 of Doggeron, the 1 of Giant Rex, and the 1 of Alo. Pretty self-explanatory. Onto the True Kings. I know that's not Ultra. For some reason, they're hard as hell to find around here at my locals. I don't know why.
No water?
I've honestly been thinking about putting them in the side for when because Striker's still a deck. Like, I mean, yeah, they hit Engage, yeah, they hit Widow Anchor and all the other stuff, but the deck still kind of scares me because it can still recursion a little bit, and Altergeist is going to be a top tier deck now. So I've been thinking about siding in the water. I really have, but and I've actually been thinking about taking this out and putting in a water just to have the way to summon 1 from deck.
Yeah.
And then this deck is built mainly to beat spirals for if I'm going second, which you'll see with these next couple of cards. Double. You can banish this off of the evolution pill. You can pop it with the True King. You can that's basically all it is use it for the True King, or for if you're going second, it's just a good hand trap to have. Every deck should have 3 of it. Now on to I love this card. There's been a lot of times Spiral players have just I did this, and then I killed them.
Yeah.
Now on to the spells. Obviously, 3 Fossil Dig. This card's just
Nuts.
Just retarded. Yep. Your 3 Diagram, and then your 3 Lost World. Pretty self-explanatory. Obviously, you'd play more of this if you could.
We explain Lost World a little bit because a lot of people don't understand how nuts that card actually is.
So this card has, I believe, 4 effects actually, but basically the main one is while you control a token, your opponent cannot target your monsters. If a normal monster on the field were to be destroyed, you can destroy a card from your deck. All non-dinos lose 500, and I think it has another effect. Nope, that's really it. But yeah, this card is low-key the best card in the deck, honestly, I think. So, yep. And then the 2 evolution pill. And like I said, if I'm going second against spirals, no thank you, fuck that. Really good late game for spirals, because they can clear your board, they can pretty much play through all your stuff, and this is just good to have. And I mean, yeah, it's a brick if you're going first, but you only play like 13 or 14 other spells, so you should be fine. And then just the main one of Red Reboot. I think every single deck should main this as a one of, because I mean it's at 1, so I mean you don't really lose much from maining it.
Yeah. Right on. All right, to the extra deck.
My extra deck's weird. 1 Boar Load, 1 Unchained Abomination. I love this card. There's been a lot of times where I would rather have Avermax or Boral Sword or whatever, but this just clears through so much. The one of this, I love on my opponent's turn having this. They're expecting Avermax or Appaloosa, and I just make this. And then, yeah. And then these cards are just to kill you faster.
Right.
Any card this card points to, it gives it piercing. So basically, if they don't get rid of your token turn 1, they're dead turn 2. Like flat out, they're dead. And then another thing is summoning this, having the conductor right here, shrinking them by 25, and then linking into this to where the conductor points to. It's down 35, so it's just like you're doing piercing.
Yep.
One of Lambda.
Just a generic.
Yep. The rank 9s. There's been a lot of times in this deck where I can actually get you to start with 3 cards. And I will... 4 cards, but a lot of times this has 4 different effects. It banishes from hand, field, top of deck, or grave. It's a hard once per turn. Obviously, even if you make another one, you can't use it. I'm pretty sure. The Garis, this is just basically for extending. It has 3 effects. You can draw 2 to skip your draw phase. You draw 2, discard 1. Skip your next main phase. You detach 2 materials to summon a monster from your grave. To skip your next battle phase, you target a monster you control and double its attack. And then the boys, pretty self-explanatory.
Which ones do you think's better?
Which
one are you going more?
Honestly, it depends on my opening hand. If I can end with, if I know I'm playing against like a spell trap deck, I'll go with this and try and end on Quatless and an IP. Mm-hmm. If it's like spirals, I'll still maybe go for this in like a conductor, because spirals have a lot of recursion. That's why they're very scary. But this deck, like I said, is basically anti-spiral. We'll get to more of that in the side deck. But yeah, I just love this deck. I'll be playing water when the new stuff comes out. That's my baby. And then we're trying to kill you, and Triss is Trish, and it's a level 9.
Yep.
Now on to the side deck. 3 shared rides for if I'm playing Spiral and I expect them to make me go first, then I'll just side out the Drolls. The one of Ash, the one of Droll, the one of Dark Ruler. For if I'm going second and I know I'm going second against aka Spirals. And just so you guys know, Pendulum is still good. Is it still as good? No, but it's still good. Double Cosmic, because basically for Resort and the Randy's Orcus decks you hit around, like the card they should have been was Babel, but they didn't. I don't know why. I mean, yes, I love the Manning Harp. Don't get me wrong, I love that. 3 twins, pretty self-explanatory. One Nibiru, or 1 Lava Golem, 1 Nibiru, and 1 Sphere Mode. Pretty much I'll slide all 3 of these in if I'm going second. So, because there's really no board that... Basically, this handles every single board. You can side this in against Striker, possibly. You can side it against Ultra guys. You can side it in against pretty much any deck. I mean, yeah, against control decks, these aren't very good. But against certain control decks, this card actually can be pretty good. Especially with the 1000 burn. And then the 1 Tristabania for when I'm going second. So, because basically if I open this and this, it's all your back rows going by. And I'll play through all your board and do all that stuff and make sure this resolves. But anyway, that's pretty much about it. If I could change anything in this deck, it would probably be this. I don't know what I would change it to, just probably something more, I don't know, like a World Legacy Succession or a Monster Reborn or Enemy Controller even, because Enemy Controller is actually really good this format. Been thinking about putting 3 Enemy Controller in my side, but like I said, don't know what to take out, but we'll figure that out later as we go. Anyway, I'm Mitchell, and see you around.
Hey, thanks for the profile.
Yep.
And we'll catch you in the next one.